Welcome to News Hour by DLC, your one-stop destination for the latest and most impactful updates from the legal world. From landmark rulings to policy shifts shaping the justice system, DLC brings you in-depth coverage, expert insights, and analysis that matter. Stay informed, stay ahead because in law, every verdict counts. Today is 12th March 2025 and we bring you news that matters. The first news for today is as follows. In a recent ruling, the Supreme Court of India exempt a wife from paying stamp duty on a flat acquired through a compromise in a divorce case. The bench comprising Justice Vikram Nath and Justice Sandeep Mehta determined that since the property was part of the court proceedings, it fell under the exception provided in Section 17(2) VI, or the Registration Act, 1908, thereby waiving the requirement for stamp duty. The case involved a couple who, during mediation in their divorce proceedings, disputed ownership of a flat in Mumbai, both claiming to have contributed to its purchase. They reached a settlement where the husband agreed to relinquish his rights to the flat in favor of the wife who, in return, waived any claim for alimony. The court, referencing its earlier decision in Mukesh v. State of Madhya and ANR 2024, noted that when a property is the subject matter or compromise within court proceedings, its registration in favor of one party is exempt from stamp duty under Section 17(2) VI, or the Registration Act. Consequently, the court directed the sub-registrar to register the flat exclusively in the wife's name without requiring stamp duty payment. This decision underscores the court's recognition of settlements achieved through mediation in matrimonial disputes and clarifies the application of stamp duty exemptions in such scenarios. Next news. Justice B.R. Gavai of the Supreme Court of India has expressed caution regarding the use of artificial intelligence (AI) in legal research, highlighting instances where AI platforms, like ChatGPT, have generated fabricated case citations and legal facts. Speaking at a conference organized by the Supreme Court of Kenya, Justice Gavai noted that while AI process extensive legal data and provide swift summaries, it lacks the human ability to verify sources critically. This deficiency has led to situations where legal professionals, relying on AI-generated information, have inadvertently cited non-existent cases, resulting in professional embarrassment and potential legal repercussions. Justice Gavai also raised concerns about using AI to predict judicial outcomes, questioning whether machines, devoid of human emotions and moral reasoning, can truly comprehend the complexities and nuances of legal disputes. He emphasized that justice often involves ethical considerations, empathy, and contextual understanding, elements beyond the reach of algorithms. This cautionary stance aligns with recent global incidents where AI misuse in legal contexts has led to significant issues. For example, in the United States, lawyers have faced sanctions for submitting court documents containing fictitious case citations generated by AI tools. In one instance, attorneys representing plaintiffs in a lawsuit against Walmart admitted to including fabricated citations produced by AI, leading to professional consequences and highlighting the need for meticulous verification of AI-generated content. Justice Gavai's observations underscore the necessity for a cautious and discerning approach to integrating AI in the legal field, ensuring that technology serves as an aid rather than a replacement for human judgment. Next news. The Madras High Court has issued an interim stay on the Enforcement Directorate SED provisional attachment of properties worth 10 rupees crore belonging to renowned filmmaker S. Shankar. The attachment was linked to a copyright infringement allegation concerning his 2010 film, Inthiran. The EDSS action stemmed from a complaint by writer Arud Tamilnathan, who claimed that Inthiran was based on his story Jagiba. However, in June 2023, the Madras High Court dismissed a civil suit filed by Tamilnathan, stating that copyright cannot be claimed over an idea or concept and found no evidence or literal limitation. During the recent proceedings, senior advocate P.S. Raman, representing Shankar, argued that the EDSS attachment was arbitrary, especially given the prior court ruling. The court questioned the EDSS decision to act on an individual complaint without awaiting its outcome, and has directed the ED to file a counter affidavit, scheduling the next hearing for April 21. This development underscores the judiciary's scrutiny over the EDSS actions, especially when prior legal determinations have been made on related matters. Next news. The Supreme Court of India recently upheld the Some Government S 2016 decision to cancel a 2014 selection list for recruiting 104 constables in the Assam Forest Protection Force AFPF. The recruitment process, conducted solely through interviews without a written examination or established rules, was found to have significant anomalies, including skewed district representation and violations of reservation policies. A bench comprising Justice Dipankar Datta and Justice Manmohan observed that relying entirely on interview marks introduces elements of arbitrariness and potential favoritism. They emphasized the importance of having a structured selection process, ideally incorporating written examinations and clear recruitment rules, to ensure transparency and fairness. The court recommended that recruitment should be conducted based on publicly available administrative instructions, until formal rules are established. This decision underscores the judiciary's commitment to promoting merit-based selections and reducing the scope for arbitrary decision-making in public employment. Next news. The Supreme Court of India has sharply criticized the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir for a 16-year delay in complying with a High Court order regarding the regularization of daily wage workers. In 2007, the Jammu and Kashmir High Court directed the government to consider regularizing these workers under SRO 64 of 1994, a provision facilitating the regularization of daily wages. However, the authorities failed to act, prompting the workers to file a contempt petition in 2010. A Supreme Court bench comprising Justices Suryakant and N. Kotiswar Singh described the delay as shocking and prima facie contemptuous, highlighting that workers had been repeatedly harassed by the petitioners by passing cryptic orders. The court observed that the officials exhibited obstinacy, considering themselves above and beyond the reach of law. The Supreme Court upheld the 25,000 rupees cost imposed by the High Court and the unitary administration, noting that the officials ought to be strictly dealt with. The court refrained from imposing additional exemplary costs or recommending disciplinary actions, considering that contempt proceedings were still pending before the single judge of the High Court. However, it requested the High Court to expedite these proceedings on a weekly basis to uphold the majesty and sanctity of law. This development underscores the judiciary's intolerance towards administrative inaction and emphasizes the necessity for timely compliance with judicial directives, especially concerning the rights and livelihoods of daily wage workers. And the final news for today is as follows. The Supreme Court of India has ruled that property sales executed under a valid power or attorney (POA) remain unaffected by any subsequent cancellation or that POA. In the case at hand, the plaintiff had granted a POA to the first respondent on the 15th of October 2004. Between 2004 and 2009, the respondent executed several sale transactions based on this authority. The plaintiff claimed to have become aware of these transactions only on the 21st of September 2015 and subsequently cancelled the POA on the 22nd of September 2015. He then filed a suit seeking to annul the earlier sales. The trial court dismissed the suit as time-barred, noting that the plaintiff had prior knowledge of the transactions. However, the High Court reinstated the suit, suggesting that the limitation period should be calculated from the PO's cancellation date. Upon appeal, the Supreme Court clarified that the cancellation of a POA does not impact transactions validly executed under its authority before such cancellation. The court emphasized that attempts to invalidate concluded transactions based on a later POA cancellation are untenable. This decision underscores the legal principle that actions taken under a valid POA retain their legitimacy, even if the POA is revoked at a later date. Thanks for listening and consider subscribing to the channel. Well, that's all for today. Keep listening to Legal News by DLC.